La 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 la. Yo, what up guys, OPTCG Whitebeard here. So today we're gonna do a deck profile from, of course, Whitebeard. He got hit pretty bad with the restriction list, but yeah. Before we start, first a word from our sponsor. So a lot of people have asked me where I made my playmat. I commissioned this playmat, which you see here, Whitebeard, my favorite character. I made it at Rocco from Discord. He also made this website. So this is the website, Ronin's Tavern. As you scroll down, you can see his featured products. And if you click on View All, you can see all the available products that he has. He has the Marshall D. Teach playmat, as you can see. He has the Boa Hancock playmat. He has the Katakuri and his lobbies, Kid, Navy, Monkey Luffy, Law, and Luffy, Fifi, Nico, Okiku, Perona, and many more, as you can see here. He also has a Nami, which you can get for 35 euros, regular edging, or a stitched color edge for 40 euros. So thanks a lot, Rocco, for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to have a sick playmat, definitely check him out. He also does custom. But yeah, let's go right into the deck profile. So for our one-cost characters, we play 4 times Otama. Otama is definitely a staple in red, so you're definitely going to play it in this deck. But yeah, it's a 2k counter. On play, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power during this turn. So when your opponent has a 5k character on the field, just play this. Swing with your leader. They have to discard 3 cards or 2 cards, depending on how much you attack with. But yeah, you can combo this card off with some really insane cards. I will show you later on. And then we play, of course, the other staple is 4 times Makino. So yeah, also 2k counter, and its effect is activate main. You may rest this character. Up to one of your red characters with a cost of 1 gains 3000 power during this turn. So you play Izo, you play Buggy, spoiler, we play Buggy. So you can boost Izo to 5, boost Buggy to 6. So you can swing, but primarily want to use it for the counter. All the 2k counters you want to keep for counter, because we definitely need to play defensive with this build. But yeah, if time calls, so you can just play this, boost up your Buggy or Izo, attack for game. But primarily you want to use it for the counters. And then for our one-cost Surgers, like I said, we play 4 times Izo. So with Izo, you want to search your Whitebeard Pirate characters. We also play the event, but you don't want to search the Izo for that. You want to find your Ace, Marco, Blocker Marco, 9-cost Whitebeard, Haruta, or Fossa. Spoilers, we play all those cards in the deck. And with this card, 4 times Buggy, you want to focus on your events. Of course, this can only get events, so that says for itself. But yeah, no counter, 1 cost, 3k power. So with Makino it becomes 6, and with Makino it becomes 5. So you can just play these, and this is pretty hard to remove because a lot of characters are slash. But still, good card, and you can find your counters. Then for our 2-cost cards, we play only 3 times Fossa. So this replaces our other 3 Marcos. You could maybe change it to Chopper, but I prefer Fossa because Fossa is actually searchable in this deck and it has counter power. Chopper is a 1-cost blocker, insane for the value. This is sadly 2 costs, so for one of these cards you can play 2 Choppers. But once again, counter power, searchable, and that's it. And now into our boy who puts in a lot of work. It is Haruta. So we play Haruta. Haruta is actually insane. It's really such a good card. It's goated for sure. Because its effect is activate main once per turn. Give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your leader or to your characters. So when you're at your 2 Dawn turn, 3 Dawn turn, you can just play this out. Pass turn. They pass turn if it's still alive, which it should be because it's a really good card and no one will remove it early on. Or maybe if they have a Vista or whatever. But yeah, insanely good card. So when you're at your 4 or 5 Dawn turn, you just play your Atmos or Marco, depending on what cards you have. Use it, give your leader 1 Dawn extra, hit for 7. So they need to discard 2 cards from hand instead of a 2k counter. So basically, this card makes all your characters 7k power. Because we play a lot of 6k power characters. But yeah, insanely good card, searchable and as counter. And then for our 4-cost, we play Jozu. So yeah, Jozu is our hidden rusher finisher, but primarily you want to use for the 2k counter, because it says Dawn 1, need 1 Dawn attached. If you have 2 or less life and your leader has Whitebeard Pirates in its thingies, this character gains rush. But you want to use it for the 2k counters. But if it comes to play, just put everything on this and swing for game, of course. Then we only play 2 times Atmos. You can play Speed Gel, Atmos, whatever you prefer. I have this at pre-release, so I'm gonna play this. But yeah, this is our 4 Dawn or 5 Dawn turn, depending on what you have in hand. You play this, and then for you swing with leader, play this, next turn, attach 1 Dawn, swing 2 times 7, that's 4 cards out of hand. Or you can just do it with counter power because it's searchable. And then the one of Marco. So yeah, still a really good card. You can discard the entire deck because we only play Whitebeard Pirates except for Buggy or Makino or Otama or the counter cards. But yeah, insanely good card. Play it at 2 life so it can guaranteed to come back. Don't play it earlier if else you lost your best blocker. And then for our 5 costs, you know it, I know it, everyone knows it. We play 4 times Marco, the 5 cost card. This card is the best card in the deck. Why? Because it comes back like the other Marco, but you need to discard the event. We play a lot of events, so they will not get rid of this card. Primarily, you want to use the Whitebeard Pirate events to bring it back. But yeah, this card is sticky, stays on the field, and on play, KO up to... Or you may trash, I should say. Oh no, wait, that's the on KO effect. Your turn, on play, KO up to one of your opponent's 3k character or less. So if you play against Law or Zoro, this get rid of their buggies or at the blockers. So you can just clear board and swing with your leader. And you can combo it with Ace really good. And of course, we play 4 times Ace. So basically our entire deck became Ace Turbo. You wanna see Ace, that's why we play 4 of them. This is your best card in the entire deck. Because on play, you can give 2 characters minus 3k power. And it has Rush, so play this for 7, it is a 7, so you can swing, or you want to combo this off with Marco. So when you're at your 5 or 6 Dawn turn, you play Marco, you KO something, and then at your 7, 8 Dawn turn, you just play a Ace, do something minus 3k, swing with Marco, and say you hit a Thunderbolt from life, they will KO the Marco. Marco dies, use its effect, comes back, pops one of those things at you minus 3k, if it's 3k or lower, because it's only on your turn it can pop stuff. So with this card you can combo off really good, or just swing into characters that you need to die because they have the minus 3k. But yeah, really good card. And now that we only play 1 9-cost Whitebeard, our game plan changed a lot. So we play 1, so if you see it early game, sure, you can play defensive, drop this down at 1 life or 2 lives, depends on how good you are in the game. But if you don't see it, just don't think of this card that you will find before you reach 0 lives. You can still play it when you reach 0 lives, but then you also need to play blockers the turn before, or just have a lot of counter power in your hand. So, of course, our curve was Marco, Ace, discard. But now it should be Marco, Ace, and then you have 10 Dawns to play whatever you want. You can play out your blockers, you can boost your characters up, you can play some other cards, but you don't really need to play this unless you have a good curve and have good life for this card. So just think of this card not in your deck and play around it, because you can play your blockers, your Marco, you can spam 3 Fossas, have events ready in hand, or swing with your characters. So don't be all dependent on this card, but still it's really good. And then for our counter cards, we play a lot because we play Buggy. We play 4 times Guard Point. So yeah, Guard Point is the new Radical Beam. Yeah, that's it. And then we play 3 times Whitebeard Pirates. Like I said, just get this with Buggy instead of Izo, because this Izo can search characters and events, but you want to find your cards. But if you have this, you can switch with Izo and then play this and get something else, but primarily want to use it with Buggy. And then of course, for the one-off, we play the 1 Radical Beam. Still really good, because you're a 6k leader and you go to 0 lives easy. So you have 6k plus this is 10, this is 9. So if they hit 8, you play this. If they hit 10, you play this, so you get the full value out of it. And then for our last counter cards, we play 3 times Red Hawk. There's a lot of Law in the meta, there's a lot of Zoros in the meta, and this just kills them. Because counter, your leader or one of your characters gains 4,000 power during this turn. Then KO up to one of your opponent's characters, minus 4,000 or less. And also its trigger is insane. Trigger, give your opponent's character or leader minus 10,000 power during this turn. They can go negative, so if they hit for 6, you trigger this, you do that, they are minus 6,000. Or 4,000, I don't know, I'm bad at math. But yeah, probably just minus 6,000. So yeah, insanely good cards, and you will all find this with Buggy. So yeah, the hit was pretty harsh on Whitebeard, we thought, but still Whitebeard is a S tier deck, definitely It has won the America Regionals. It got 2nd place in Europe with the 1024 people regional. I played a different build than this. I just cooked this on stream, so follow me on stream, twitch.tv/OPTCG. I'm almost everyday live. So we cooked this on stream, we played a lot of games, and I won a lot of games, so I'm pretty confident in my build. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, guys, if you want to see more Whitebeard content, because I'm definitely going to cook with this build even more, subscribe, follow my Twitter, catch me on Twitch. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.